Hello, it's me! I'm Miraculin, and I took the initiative in creating the internet. Welcome back to my Archaeology and Minecraft History YouTube video channel thing, where I'd go through our own human history in Minecraft, led by me. We're in the midst of talking about agriculture, food, domestication, puppies, lots of things, and we're really ready now to take the final step and talk about... Oh, that's for me! Fitting, isn't it? It's almost like I planned the whole thing. Food, an important topic in our history. And our present time, to be perfectly honest. Being able to grow crops and such really gave people a much more varied and stable source of food, right? But there's still one missing part of the food production system that I haven't talked about yet. Meat and animals. Oink oink mother flippers, welcome back to the Stone Age. Now we know that in Neolithic times, people were getting really into breeding and domesticating farm animals for food and other resources. Now people had already dabbled in this pre-Neolithic times, but we often tie together the advancement of society and the development of permanent settlements with the domestication of farm animals, which is also a very big definition of how people lived during the late Stone Age. So let's check the different animals that are very common during this time. Pigs, descendant from some kind of wild boar, probably originated in Asia. So we know that most pigs that we have today have come from these wild boar living in Asia, and they've been transported in some way or traveled to Europe. And we know this because we have checked jawbones and teeth that we've found in European Neolithic settlements and used DNA analysis on these teeth and jawbones and then trace them back to these Asian pigs. Oh, pigs from Asia. Damn. Sheep. So we're kind of unsure about the actual origin of the sheep that we have today, where they come from, right? It's probably some type of wild mouflon species. I'll put a photo, but I don't really know how it's actually pronounced, but we'll try. And they probably originated somewhere in present-day Iran. Is that a pig up there? I might get that one too. Ooh-wee! Another pig. I think I see a pig over there too. So many animals. Hello, pig. Oh my god. That was a menacing laugh. I'm not at all interested. Like, not interested. I've had a tough day. I have no more time for people being mean to me. Just want to talk about cute animals and how we eat them. So come in here, both of you. Yes. Good job. Me. Cows. Either European cattle or taurine cattle. Probably originating from the aurochs. Unsure how you say that in English, but yeah, what can you do? And they probably came from present-day Iran. Chickens, traced back to the red jungle fowl, and maybe a little bit of the gray jungle fowl as well. So there's a lot of theories on when the chicken actually came to join us in our little settlements. And I'm not going to go through all the theories that they've been through because, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty. But we at least think that they originated somewhere from like India or Southeast Asia. Honorable mention, because the animal does not exist in Minecraft, is the goat. A very versatile and important species and farm animal. Probably traced back to a Bezoar ibex or a wild capra species. And coming from probably Iran as well. And these are, apart from the dog, one of the oldest domesticated farm animals humans had. It's looking a little slim at the moment, but I think you get the point. And these are, of course, not the only animals humans domesticated way back when. Humans have domesticated everything from ducks and different birds, water buffaloes, camels, even insects like silk moths. There's so many different animals that took part in like the human life with us. Also like horses and donkeys. So I'll get a horse soon in the game. Also cats. Okay. Yeah. Typical cats. So there's a lot of different animals, and they've been domesticated at different times and different places, because all these different types of animals need different space. They need different resources, different amounts of water and food, and not every area in the world have had the capacity to provide all these different resources that different animals need. And this is why some places had a lot of one type of animal and little of other types, right? And that's why some of the more popular ones are very like versatile animals. And for the sake of my easy archaeology playthrough, we'll stick with the basics. Also because you can't get most of these things in Minecraft. Now I'm gonna see if I can find some more animals so we can like fill up a little bit. At least these ones. You guys can bang away. I need to fill up the pens. So all these animals were like brought in, cared for, bred. Oh, there's 2. Oh, there's many of them. Come with me. I'm sorry. I lose track so easily. So yes, these animals were brought in, they were cared for, fed, and bred by humans until they all changed a lot. Like in my last episode, I talked about like the changes of the breeding that humans would do on animals, like changing traits. And remember that these animals were food. So what kind of traits would you want your food to have, right? Probably you want them to be more docile, not as dangerous, not have the capacity to murder you at a given time, right? Maybe meatier, fatter or bigger animals gave more food. All of these changes, you can see a lot today on the difference between like their wild ancestors and how animals look today. Just look at the sheep, for example. Like the sheep that we've domesticated, they're pretty dumb, you know? They fall down things, they hurt themselves on a bush, right? But the wild species of like goats and sheep, they're very capable. Come on. See, this is what I'm talking about. They're so dumb. So it was not only meat that humans got from these animals. Other resources were important as well, like tusks and horns, hide and leather used for clothing, manure used for fertilizing crops. It all kind of comes full circle, you know? In addition, milk and eggs kind of gave humans a more varied diet, probably a lot healthier. Not saying humans did not eat eggs and stuff from before. Humans were very capable before too, but you know, it's more of a steady, varied diet they now had before them. In addition to like actual products off their body, you know, animals also provided a kind of a workforce for humans. Donkeys and horses and probably other animals could like pull plows and carry things. They all kind of like everything was kind of used. So where does the archaeology come in? In archaeology, you kind of have to find stuff in the ground, right? Dig it up, see what it is. Now, how does that connect with these like animals and what they mean? Well, just like archaeologists dig up like pottery and items and other relics, digging up animal bones is also archaeology, zooarchaeology to be exact. And very often we dig up these bones and teeth and jaws and stuff, and we can use DNA analysis and other analysis to check where they're from or like what animal it is. Also, context is always very important. Where you find the bones will reveal so much. Like look at this village, for example. All of these animals are very central in the village, or at least like close to humans. In addition, if we assume that my villagers are using these animals to eat, right? They kill a poor little cow. They bring it over to probably the central place where everyone eats, right? And they cook it and they eat right there. Maybe even in their houses by their fires. So when we dig these things up and we already know the outline of the village and where people ate and slept, and we find cow bones or pig bones by like the cooking station, we know that these animals were used for food compared to animals like cats and dogs. Their bones weren't found near like where people ate and slept. They were often buried in the same manner as humans. So they had a very different role to play in our settlements, in our lives. And that's all she wrote. I'm going to end it there before I go too long. Before I end it though, I want to say that I have some new ideas for some videos I want to make, and I'm really nervous because I'm not really good at this creative stuff. It's really like the first time I try, so you know, any tips or hint or you can give me, I will really appreciate. And if you like stuff, let me know so I know how to like what to continue with. Like and comment if you want. Subscribe would be nice, and like share it with your friends and family and anyone who wants to listen. That would really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. I do already appreciate a lot the people who are watching, so many of you, but seeing like comments from like some people here and there, it's really really fun. So thank you for that, and I'll see you soon, hopefully.